Hey guys, it is Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, if you're into that. It is a beautiful day today. Supposed to get up to almost the mid 40s, I think. Um, the snow's melting, everything's melting. Phil the groundhog predicted 6 more weeks of winter. So hopefully he's right. We can get out of here and start planting corn. So, first thing I gotta do, we gotta fire this girl up, pull it ahead so he can dump some of this wet cake on. And then I'm gonna get my goats fed, and then we'll jump back on here and feed the steers. So I don't really have a video on feeding the steers. I think way back when, maybe it was my first video. I kind of just mounted the camera up and I fed a couple groups of steers. I will be doing a how-to explanation video in the soon future, I believe. My parents are talking about taking off for a weekend. So I'd have to feed the steer. I'd have to feed everything. And then I'll do a good video there. Try and show you what it takes. It's nothing really special. Basically, you're mixing either corn or a wet cake in with corn silage, and you're dumping it in. But I will do a video here in the short-term future for anybody that is interested. So yesterday we fed the steers down by my grandpa. We fed them a little bit less. We were trying to get them to clean the mangers out, and so we could kind of start over fresh. We stopped in this morning and looked it over. There's not much left in the manger, so I'm actually going to take the shovel and we're going to scoop that manger out so we can be completely cleaned out, and then we'll dump the fresh stuff in. Oh, well, that was a good workout. Now we're gonna dump the feed in, and then we'll be done feeding for the morning. Isn't it interesting how when it gets to 40 degrees in the fall, you put the layers on, you're cold. But when you hit 40 in the spring, it's like summertime, and you just feel like great. No gloves right now, feeling good. The sun does help. The sun's burning hot. So, everything's fed. We did a little bit of running around yesterday. We went over to, they're like a family friend. They're friends with all of us. I baled a bunch of bean straw off their land this last fall. And we bought some shell corn from them. I bought some. I'm completely out of corn here. We're planning on opening up the high moisture silo, but not for a few weeks yet. So I just decided I was going to go get some, and it seems to work really good. That dry shell corn, I don't have to worry about it heating or anything. So we got another. It's about 100 130 bushel or so we're figuring. So now I think what I'm gonna do is kind of tinker around with this semi. See if I get some of these hoses off that I want to replace. And then I'm thinking this afternoon I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get that wagon empty. We're gonna mix some feed or grind some feed up. I don't have a lot of oats left. I'm thinking I'm gonna run all the oats in the mill and then we'll just double it with corn. Get that 50-50. I got I think like 5 bags of supplement, so I'm gonna have to wing it there as well. But we'll figure it out. So on the side here, there's this little panel here. If I take that off, I can see in where the hoses come into the cab. Here's this little problem here. I can't get on this screw straight enough to get it to grab. This fuel cap's in the way. And if I take the fuel cap off, I still think I'm not going to be able to get on there. I'm going to have to get creative with this one. I think I have an idea though. We'll see if I can get it to work. I got this a couple years back. It's a Cobalt something. Which or ever. Whatever you want to call it. It's actually one where you can twist the handle and turn this end as well. But we'll see if it works. I can see up in there. These are the 2 lines I need to replace here. These 2 lines got to come off, and we got to figure out what I'm gonna need to replace them. All right, guys, give you a little update. I got 1 hose off. This is the hose that blew on me. Let me see if I can find. Yeah, right here. You probably can't see that. There you can. There's just a hole right here. So honestly, quick fix. I could cut it off right here. We could hook it back on there. But because I don't work that way, I'm going to replace the hose. It really doesn't seem like that much. I don't know what it's going to cost. So he runs from here down under the cab. Closest inlet. I'm thinking that's actually the return line. Here's the other end, which runs kind of right from the pump here. So I'm assuming this is the pump side. That's the return. I'm not an expert, but we got this one off. I just had to make a note of that. So if I'm putting it back together and have no idea what's going on, I can just refer back to this. So I'm gonna pop this line off. Hopefully it comes off easier than this one did underneath there. I actually cut it because I couldn't get it to work, and it was stuck on there pretty good. So we're gonna pull that off, and then just one of these days I'll get to town and we'll pick up some hose. So we got that one off. This one, I don't know, it's hard to kind of tell if it's beat up. It is. So I think it's time to replace them. So I don't know if I really ever told this story, but when this line blew, I had my sister-in-law with me, Allison, and we were a ways from home. We were bringing a load of hay home, and I noticed that the engine started getting hot, and I kind of looked behind and I could see there was some steam and stuff coming out from underneath the cab. It was kind of getting late at night. The lights on here don't function properly. I think I got one headlight. Might be something to look at, I don't know. So I just wanted to get home. Probably shouldn't have. The engine got really hot. I tried to gauge it a little bit. We kind of drove home slow, but when we pulled up by our bale pile, the steam started rolling out because there was no longer air pushing that steam out, and let's just say she'll probably never ride with me again because of that experience. And I won't diss her on here, but I just wanted to get the truck off the road, get it shut off, let it cool down. Probably, I don't know what the best scenario is there, but we got her home, and everything's running all right for the most part, but I guess I'm gonna have to buy a new truck sooner or later if I want anybody to ride with me besides Dad. Alright, so it's after lunch now. Such a beautiful day. It's like 40 degrees. It feels warmer than that. With the sun shining. Everything's just a melting. It's just beautiful. And here we are, 2nd of February. Crazy. But right now I'm trying to get this auger moved here. I'm going to hook onto that. I'm going to empty that wagon. Empty that wagon. Or I guess we'll kind of see where we're at. My plan is we'll empty that. I'm going to figure out how much we got in here. And then I'm going to double it with corn. Get my 50-50. I need a 50-50 mix. And then we're going to figure out what I'm going to do after that. I think I'm going to use that tractor, so we're going to have to unhook that and hook it onto there. So we'll keep going. this wagon's pretty well empty. There's a few spots where it might have got wet, a little wet, and it's kind of sprouting and whatnot. These sheds, after a while, they're all gonna leak a little, and that's what that's basically from. So I'm gonna crawl up here now. We're gonna figure out what we got in there, and then I'll have to get the corn wagon out back here. So I brought the wagon of corn up with the 6290. Now we're running it in there. We're going to run about 600 pounds in, so I got to keep an eye on it. It's working. I'm going to have to clean up under the wagon though, because the auger's kind of throwing it around. I think that'll work. My plan is we're gonna fill the bin. I'm gonna have to go find a little shovel or something. Fill the bin, and I might run some down into the cart as well. Hey guys, so we got pretty well all the feed situated. The bin up in the barn is about as full as I can get it. I even ran some down into the cart and topped it off. We mixed up the other feed, got that in the bin, so that'll be good. Tomorrow's Monday, so if I remember, I'll probably call the mill. We'll get another couple ton of oats here. And then I also need to order the supplement because I used everything I had there. As for the wagon, I got one tote out. And I'm just running out of steam here. I've been working pretty well all day. And my back's starting to give me a little trouble, so it's time to quit, time to relax a little bit. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. It's down here just below the video. Hit the like button also. I would really appreciate that. Put anything down in the comments. If you got a question, a comment, tell me how to do something in your way. I'm open to anything. Just keep it positive. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time.